Welcome in to Pickett County Basketball. It's the People's Bank Countdown to Tip-Off. People's Bank and Trust of Pickett County. My name's Jacob Vincent. Casey Bolden to my right. We've got more basketball from the Thanksgiving Classic at Pickett County. It's going to be a fun one here today, folks. First off, the Pickett County Lady Bobcats getting set to take on the Monterey Wildcats. Monterey coming in 2-4 on the season. Pickett County, they are 4-0 on the season after a big win yesterday against First Baptist Academy. Casey, this Pickett County team, young team, playing well so far to start the season, and another chance to get a win against the Monterey team that might be a little bit improved from last season.
Yeah, I think they give us a much more better matchup, a little more competition than First Baptist was able to last night. Gives us a chance to continue to build on that chemistry that Coach Smith continues to talk about. Gives them some reps, gets their younger players some more game situations. So look for them to continue to build on some things that they've already done early part of the season.
The Lady Bobcats won yesterday over First Baptist 70-32. They got some nice performances from Ella Kiesling with 19 points. Shayla Wood had 15, and Callie Reeder, the freshman post player down low, pitched in 10. So 3 double-digit performances from the Bobcats, and we've seen a lot of different players step up for this Bobcats team so far this season. On the other side for Monterey, they had a game one, fell a little bit late in the final minute of regulation, ended up tying it up, was Smith County, and then ended up falling in overtime. So a tough loss yesterday for Monterey. How do they bounce back against a very good Pickett County team that's been playing a good brand of basketball so far to start the season?
Yeah, you know, they've got a brand new coach in Michelle Farley Carson, and probably trying to implement her system, trying to get all the players bought in. Going to continue to try to grind, figure out ways to win those games. Like you mentioned, they had Smith County down double digits in the first half. Just allowed them to continue to chip away at that lead in the second half and ultimately win the game. Got to figure out ways for them, for Monterey. They got to figure out ways to protect the basketball, figure out how to close out teams in the second half.
Pickett County, they've looked really good offensively. The only thing I guess you could point towards that hasn't been going well for them to start the season is they've been getting these big leads, and then it seems like they might kind of just settle down a little bit. And I guess as a coach, what do you kind of relay to your team? Hey, yeah, we might be up by 20 or 30, but you still got to play the same brand of basketball that got you to this point.
Yeah, you know, I think about practice and bringing intensity to practice every day and just creating a culture of where you've always got a lot of energy that you're playing with. That carries over to games typically. So I'm sure that Coach Smith has had some dialogue with his team about just remaining focused, stay committed to what we're trying to do, and play with energy even when we're up big.
Well, it's going to be a fun one here today. The Lady Bobcats up first here, coming up at 2 o'clock. And then later on this evening, we'll have a really good matchup again for the boys. The Pickett County Bobcats taking on Smith County. Smith County undefeated. Pickett County, big win yesterday against First Baptist on the boys' side. So a couple of really good games coming up this afternoon here on UC Sports Nation. Once again, Casey Bolden to my right. I'm Jacob Vincent. You guys are listening to Pickett County Lady Bobcats basketball, as this is the People's Bank Countdown to Tip-Off as we're rolling toward tip-off for Pickett County basketball. The People's Bank Countdown to Tip-Off. We're back in a moment right after this.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Regular visits to the doctor, they can be a challenge to fit into your busy schedule.
Bye, Mom. I'm on my way to practice.
But those regular visits are the best way to keep your family healthy. Schedule an appointment today at Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. Keep the number handy for all those family sniffles, playground bumps, or rashes out of nowhere. 864-3187. Good to schedule that annual physical, too. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Back here on UC Sports Nation as we've got some more scores, more games, I should say, around the area today. Obviously, earlier start for us today, so some of these games haven't started yet or they're in the process of starting. But a couple of good games around the area, Casey, as we look at UC Sports Nation.
Yeah, so on the girls' side today, we got, I think, probably one of the premier matchups is going to be Independence and Upperman. They're playing over at the John Greer State Farm Classic. So that game's supposed to be underway. We'll try to give you an update as our game progresses. Right here on this court, we're going to have First Baptist Academy in Smith County here up just in a little bit. And then Livingston tonight at 6:30, they playing Farragut over at the Farragut Thanksgiving Classic. On the boys' side, later this afternoon, we got First Baptist Academy will take on the Monterey team that we saw yesterday. I think that goes down at 3:30. Friendship Christian plays Upperman. Upperman undefeated over at the Cody Bailey Thanksgiving Classic. And then 4 o'clock tip-off, Coffee County undefeated takes on the Cookeville Cavaliers around 4 p.m. So we'll get more updates on those games, Jacob, as they become final or as we get updates.
We'll definitely keep track of that Livingston girls one. Pickett County, both boys and girls taking on Livingston here at home. That'll be next Tuesday. That's going to be a fun one for both sides, especially on the girls' side. This girls' team, that's going to be their first real test to see kind of what they're made of. And if Livingston can win that Thanksgiving tournament, that's a hot start for them as well. So there's your scores and some games from around the area. We're going to get into a couple of player interviews and a coach interview as well. We caught up with Brent Smith earlier as he talks about and breaks down the Monterey Wildcats for this game. That's coming up right now. Back here on Pickett County basketball, we're talking with freshman Emerson Lowe, point guard on this Lady Bobcats team this year. And Emerson, you've had a pretty good start to the season, and obviously along with the team. And one of the things I've noticed, you guys play really, really well together. And for such a really young squad, it's really impressive. What do you think it kind of plays into that? Why do you guys play so well together?
I think we play how we practice, and we practice really hard. We play really good together, like you said, and it's just constantly trying to get better with each other and just have good chemistry.
Have you guys been playing together for a long time? Is that kind of play into, I guess, the chemistry on the court as well?
Yeah, I think so. A lot of these girls have been together ever since they were little, and I guess just playing every year over and over, just knowing each other's styles and how we work with each other helps a lot.
And what does it say about that Coach Smith, he trusts you enough to be the point guard for this squad? Does that kind of give you a little bit more confidence to kind of lead the offense, both defensively and on the offensive side of the ball as well?
Yeah, it does. I'm really glad that he did put me in the position to be because, I feel like it's a good part to be in, especially as a freshman. But, yeah, I'm really glad.
What's something that as the season goes on, you want to get a little bit better at, whether it be in your game, maybe for the team, but something that you're working on in practice, trying to expand upon as the season goes on?
Just being a better leader, being there for my teammates, seeing open lanes, getting better on defense, all that stuff.
Emerson, we appreciate it. That's the freshman point guard with the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We're back in a moment on Pickett County basketball.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back on Pickett County basketball, talking with head coach Brent Smith of the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. Coach Smith, and coming into this one for the Thanksgiving Classic, the second game in 2 days. And does that make it kind of difficult to prep for a team, especially after a game yesterday, a quick turnaround? When do you get into the prep for them, and how does that make it difficult to kind of prep for a team like this on such a short turnaround?
Well, obviously you got to stack it up, and you got to prep for both teams a little bit. And when you're going into the weekend like this early in the season, you just want to try to get better, but you obviously want to, do some things. It's, Monterey's much improved from last year. They've got a new coach, and they've got some new things they're doing, and it's going to take some time. It took some time to prepare for.
Well, let's break it down a little bit then. Monterey, this is a team that you're pretty familiar with, and you got them on the schedule again this season. What do you know about them? Well, what do they like to do? What are their tendencies, and what are you guys going to have to do well to try to beat them tonight?
Well, the thing about it is they've got some kids that can shoot it, and they've got a kid that can shoot it really well on the perimeter, and they've got some size now, and they've got some depth that they haven't had in the past, and the things that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to. I think we can get some transition points on them as well, but they're just a different scheme that they're doing, and I feel like we can. Obviously get it off the bounce a little bit to get into the basket. I think we'll get them some foul trouble.
Now, Coach, outside of tonight's matchup, you've kind of mentioned the transition offense you've really liked so far from your squad, and Shayla Wood has kind of been leading that along with Emerson Lowe, the freshman and the senior. What have you liked from those two players specifically, especially the freshman coming in as a point guard? What have you seen from her that you can trust in her that she's going to run your offense pretty well?
Well, we've had a lot of conversations, obviously, me and Emmy has, but the thing is, she's got to see some things that, she can score, and she can really pass, too. So she's got the whole package offensively, and she just, early in the year here, she's, handled the ball really well and probably not took enough shots, probably passed too much, probably passed up some shots. But in that aspect, it's got Shayla Wood going. So, Shayla's really got some stuff out of it. And most of Shayla's stuff has come from transition. And Shayla's got the complete game. She can score on the perimeter, and she can get the basket as well.
How nice is it to have a senior on this squad that's filled with freshmen and sophomores and pretty much a brand new team for you? How nice is it to have a familiar face and somebody to kind of rely on and kind of be that leader on the court for you outside of you being on there?
Well, Shayla's a kid that is a kid of few words, I guess. That'll help me out there. But you'll see, she's very humble, but now she kind of leads by example. One of those kids, not very vocal, but is very much so a lead by example, a great person, great kid, and I think as the year goes on, you'll see that.
Well, we appreciate it, Coach. That's head coach Brent Smith with the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We're back in a moment on Pickett County basketball. Bobcats basketball sponsored by Pryor's Auto Spot. Get your car repaired done right the first time. Schedule your work now at pryorsautospot.com. By Birdstown Medical Center, local experts taking care of local people. Schedule an appointment today, 864-3187. Union Bank with the modern tools to make banking easier. The experience you can count on. Union Bank member FDIC. By Brown Funeral Chapel, helping families all across Pickett County. Proud to support the Bobcats. Brown Funeral Chapel. And by Amonette's Eagle Auction and Realty, where we soar higher. Book your next auction at eagleauctions.com.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal Housing Lender member FDIC.
Thanksgiving is an exciting and busy time at home. The kids are streaming movies, Dad is watching football, while Mom prepares for holiday shopping. With Twin Lakes Fiber Network, your broadband will have the capability it needs to keep up with all your family needs. No buffering, no lag time, and no missed Black Friday deals. This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes sales consultant. Prepare for the holidays and give Twin Lakes a call at 1-800-644-8582 to sign up for fast and reliable broadband today.
Back here at Pickett County as we'll get into the starting lineups here in just a little bit. 4-0 Pickett County Lady Bobcats getting set to take on the Monterey Wildcats, who are 2-4 on the season. We're taking you up to tip-off of Bobcats basketball. The People's Bank countdown to tip-off. Pickett County Lady Bobcats home team on the scoreboard here today. Head coach Brent Smith, their assistant coach Rochelle Mason. Their starting lineup, no change as of yet. It's Allie Amonette, Ella Kiesling, Emerson Lowe, Shayla Wood, and Callie Reeder. The Monterey Wildcats 2-4 on the season. Their head coach Michelle Farley Carson. They look like this. Number 1 is a freshman, Katie Hopkins. Number 11, a senior, Jordan Walker. Number 12, a senior, Adeline Klaus. Number 20, a junior, Lindsay Wright. And number 55, a junior, is Abby Sasser. Those are your starting lineups from both sides as we're just about ready for tip-off here from Pickett County. And not sure if they're going to do the national anthem yet or not. Usually at the start of a tournament they like to, and looks like they are going to get set up for it. So we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have some game action coming your way right here on UC Sports Nation.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Thanksgiving is an exciting and busy time at home. The kids are streaming movies, Dad is watching football, while Mom prepares for holiday shopping. With Twin Lakes Fiber Network, your broadband will have the capability it needs to keep up with all your family needs. No buffering, no lag time, and no missed Black Friday deals. This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes sales consultant. Prepare for the holidays and give Twin Lakes a call at 1-800-644-8582 to sign up for fast and reliable broadband today.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Pickett County Lady Bobcats about set to be called for their starting lineups as the Pickett County fans on their feet and clapping. And pretty cool atmosphere here over the last couple of days. And obviously coming up next week, that game against Livingston is going to be a really cool atmosphere, a rivalry on both sides. All four teams are going to be good, and that one coming up next Tuesday. But we got a game here today, and this one's going to be good as well. The Monterey Wildcats getting set to take on the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. Lady Bobcats 4-0, playing some good offense, playing some pretty good defense, still trying to kind of figure out the rotations that they want to play, what type of defense they want to play. For Monterey, they have a new coach, so they've got a brand new system. They're trying some different things as well. Casey, your final thoughts before we get going here of what you expect to see.
Yeah, I expect similar to what we saw last night, Jacob. I think Pickett County wants to move the basketball up and down the court, create turnovers, get easy baskets. Monterey on the other side, they're probably going to try to limit possessions, make sure they don't have empty possessions where they're at least getting a shot up. They're not just throwing the ball away or turning it right over. So I look for a high-fast, high-scoring game from the Lady Bobcats. It should be a good one. Excited to be here.
The officials for today's contest, Jeff Crabtree, Jody Hargis, and Sean Watson. Should be a fun one for this first game of the Thanksgiving Classic at Pickett County. Up in the middle to tip it off is Reeder and Sasser. The ball is up and we're underway. The Pickett County Lady Bobcats come away with it first. Reeder comes away with the tip, and we'll find Emerson Lowe, top of the key. Lowe moves it right side for Kiesling. Lowe will get it back and move it back to the left wing for Amanette, who knocked down a few triples yesterday early on in the ball game. There's a skip pass over to Kiesling in the corner. Check that. That was Shayla Wood looking down low for Reeder. Kick it back out to Wood. She'll fake a three, drive in left baseline, get stopped by two defenders. Here's Amanette for a triple. That's a deep one. Doesn't go down, and a rebound is cleared away by the Monterey Wildcats. So the first offensive possession for them, just 30 seconds here into the ball game. Jordan Walker will handle the duties, get it down low to Klaus. Klaus is a little too hard off the window, and the rebound tipped out of bounds, last touched by the Bobcats.
Monterey's got a couple of really nice looking post players in there. I assume they're going to try to get it down in low and try to get some easy buckets.
That's Sasser and Klaus down there. Here's a three ball from the outside that goes down for Lindsey Wright, and the scoring gets started for the Monterey Wildcats. At the other end, a transition three ball doesn't go for the Bobcats, but it's an offensive rebound and another chance for Pickett County. Again into the corner goes to Amonette. She'll try it again, and that time she hits. Allie Amonette has been pretty darn good from outside so far this year. Gets her first triple of the game. We're tied up at 3. Going the other way we go. Hopkins will pass it off to Sasser. We'll bring it around towards the top of the key. Pull it out between the circles. Pass it off to the point guard in Walker. Walker inside. Kick it out to Hopkins. Hopkins drives left baseline. Left-hand runner is good. Very nice move by the freshman. That's going to be a fun player to watch for the next few years in a battle against Pickett County possibly. At the other end, there goes their freshman, Emerson Lowe, all the way to the basket, lays it up and in with the right hand. Heard from Emerson before the game in this one, and she's got a lot of responsibility for this squad and a really good player. Shares the ball well, shoots it well. Here's a three ball at the other end for the Wildcats. Doesn't go. The Bobcats clear away the rebound after 2 players going after it. Lowe has it. Lowe in the middle of the lane. Pass off to Shayla Wood. Wood brings it out. Kick out Kiesling. Three ball from the right side. That one's good.
She loves that spot, Jacob.
She had 19 points yesterday, hit a lot of those, and was the beneficiary of a good pass from Shayla Wood, who penetrated into the middle of the lane. It's 8-5. Bobcats on top by 3. A little runner in the lane through some contact is no good off the hands of Lindsey Wright. And Pickett County in transition almost gets it stolen away. Wood has it, goes up, gets fouled, and she'll be at the line as Katie Hopkins going to be tagged with her first foul. Almost a steal for the Wildcats, but I tell you what, they look pretty good here in the early going.
They do. They've got some energy. They're able to get the ball up and down the court. They finish right there at the rim.
Wood at the line, can't connect on the first free throw. She's kind of been the catalyst and that senior leader, and heard from her yesterday saying she's not really one of those outspoken leaders, more of a leader by example. And a very good example she sets for this Pickett County team. Knocks down the second free throw and makes it 9-5. There's a good pass and a high post shot coming off the hands of Adeline Klaus, and she knocks it down, finds her first 2 points of the ball game, and makes it 9-7 with 5:25 to play here in the first quarter. Emerson Lowe will bring the ball up for Pickett County. Kiesling fires up another triple. That one's short, no good, but the rebound picked up by Pickett County. Amonette in the corner. Over to Wood. She'll fire away a deep one. That one way deep off the mark and rebounded by Monterey. Back the other way we go. Bringing it up the court for them is Wright. Wright in the middle of the lane to the basket. Left-hand runner, no good, too strong. And Pickett County fighting for the rebound. Lowe will come up with it. Emerson Lowe leading the break, the freshman. Middle of the lane to the basket, runs into a defender. Is it going to be a block? It is. And the Wildcat faithful not too happy about that call, but it's going to send Emerson Lowe to the line for 2 freebies.
Call could have gone either way right there.
Jordan Walker is going to be tagged with her first foul. Second team foul on the Wildcats in a 9-7 ball game with 4:55 to play in the first quarter. Emerson Lowe at the line, takes a couple dribbles, lets the first one fly, but cannot connect. Lowe, the point guard for this squad in her freshman season on a very young Pickett County squad. 5 sophomores, 4 freshmen, and a senior. Is able to connect on the second one. Goes 1 for 2 that time. The team now 2 for 4 from the stripe. And here's a steal from Wood. Picks off the inbound and lays it up and in with the right hand.
A little full court pressure right here. Going to try to turn up the speed of the game.
They poke it out of bounds again, but it's going to stay with Monterey. Still have to go the full length of the court. It's 12-7 with 4:45 to play in the first. Here's Walker with it. Gets one defender off of her. Now tries to pass it up across half court. She does into the hands of Walker. Walker kick it into the corner. That's Sasser with it to the basket. Blocked away by Reeder. Out in front is Lowe. It's 2v1 for the Bobcats. Pass off to Kiesling. High off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Wood. Back up and no good again. And the Wildcats are able to clear away the rebound. Now they're in transition, but they're going to slow it up and set up the offense. This is Wright. To the basket, kick out on the right baseline. Shot coming from the Wildcats, no good from Klaus. Rebounded by the Bobcats and into a double team is Shayla Wood, trying to step through it, and she's going to be fouled check that, they're going to call a timeout. Good timeout call by Coach Smith there with 4:08 on the clock, just a 30-second timeout. So we will keep it right here. 4:08 to play in the first quarter, 12-7. Bobcats leading by 5, and the Wildcats staying in it right now and playing some pretty good basketball. Well, we got some time. Don't forget, every Saturday morning, like this morning, we take you all over the Upper Cumberland as we visit live with coaches and players. The high school playbook presented by Mountain Barn Builders. Talking hoops, Saturday at 9 on Rock 93.7. And a little bit of football in this morning's one with Upperman Bees losing last night. Heard from Coach on the program this morning. Tom Duggan doing a great job on that as well. So out of the timeout, the Bobcats will have the ball with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Here's Lowe on the top of the key. Moves it left wing for Kiesling. Fires a triple. That one's going to be short. I believe it got tipped a little bit by the Wildcats. It's picked up by the Bobcats on the weak side, and then Amonette can't get the putback. So now the Wildcats clear away the rebound. At the other end, running down the court is Walker. We'll pass it off to Hopkins. Hopkins now will take it to the basket with the left hand again. That time a little bit of a wild shot, can't go. Lowe with her eyes up, finds Kiesling streaking down the court and lays it in with the right hand.
Great pass, great finish. Reminds us of that 151 drill in practice, Jacob.
Here's a steal from Amonette, and a jump ball is the call. Amonette stepped in front of Wright, got a hand on it, and got the tie up. It's going to stay with the Wildcats. First sub coming in for Monterey is going to be Lydia Phillips. So the Wildcats come across the timeline, falling to her feet as Phillips, almost stolen away by the Bobcats, but the Wildcats will get it back. Phillips, skip pass over to Sasser, who runs into Wood, and Wood's going to be tagged with the foul. Wood tried to step in front of Sasser, and so Wood is going to be tagged with her first foul. First team foul on the Bobcats with 3:17 to play here in the first quarter. Taking the ball out for the Wildcats is going to be Walker. Inbound to Wright. She drives in through some contact, puts up a shot, but couldn't get it to go. And she should be at the line for 2 shots unless they called it on the floor. I believe they called it on the shot. That might be the second foul on Shayla Wood very quickly. Check that. That's going to be on Kiesling. That's going to be her first and the team's second. To go to the line is going to be Lindsey Wright. First free throw off the left iron and no good. She's knocked down a 3 already in this game. Still 14-7. Bobcats leading by 7 with 3:13 to play here in the first. Wright will try it again with the right hand. That time nothing but nylon. As she goes 1 for 2 from the stripe, she's got 4 points. Bobcats back with the ball across the timeline. Kiesling on the left wing, tried to force a pass inside, and Lowe kind of got in the way. It hit her foot, and they're going to call a kicking violation on Emerson Lowe. They were looking for Reeder down low. Had some pretty good position again. But the Wildcats going to get the ball back after the turnover with 3:07 to play in the first, trailing by 6. They need some points to try to break into the Bobcat lead. Here's Sasser. Good pass up ahead to Klaus, who lays it up and in, and those are the points they needed in transition. At the other end, though, Kiesling gets open in transition, and she lays it in again. And a timeout taken by Monterey. 16-10, 2:53 to play here in the first quarter. Just another 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Casey, pretty quick pace to start this game, but Monterey staying with it, only down by 2 possessions. Got in a little bit closer and then couldn't get back quick enough against this Pickett County transition offense.
Yeah, I really like the way that they're trying to break down the pressure that they're getting in the backcourt. They're able to get it to the middle of the court. They've been able to get a couple of easy layups out of it. So hanging around, that's what, if you're Monterey, that's what you want to do. You want to have a chance here in the second half and in the fourth quarter to be able to put yourself in a position to be able to win the ball game.
Ella Kiesling has been the beneficiary of a couple of times in transition offense of the point guard finding her, whoever is handling the ball, and she's already got 7 points here in the first quarter. It's 16-10. Out of the timeout, Wildcats with it. They inbound. Wright will bring it up. Wright being guarded by 2 defenders, comes across the timeline now. Skip pass over to Sasser on the wing. Fakes a shot, down low to Klaus. A little turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Reeder. Out in front are the Bobcats, and nobody with them. Here's Kiesling again, lays it up and in with the left hand. I think Wood could have taken that herself, but decided to pass off to Kiesling.
She got the assist.
Got 9 points.
And she got an assist there.
That's right, and a travel by the Wildcats. Now we'll give the ball right back to the Bobcats with 2:28 to play in the first quarter. It's 18-10. Bobcats with the lead and the ball. They're going to inbound to Emerson Lowe. Lowe into the high post. It goes to Wood, runs into a defender, draws the contact, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Shayla Wood there. going to say she lowered the shoulder into the defender. Casey?
Yeah, didn't like that one at all. Defender was moving. The offensive player there, she did create a little contact, but the defender definitely didn't have a good guarding position.
Well, Wood is going to pick up her second foul, and she's going to check out for just a little bit. 18-10 with 2:20 to play in the first. At the other end, Wright has the ball for the Wildcats, trying to pass out to Sasser. It's stolen away by Lowe, and newly into the game is Tompkins. Lowe all the way up to Kiesling, lays it up and in with the right hand. Ella Kiesling now with 4 of those transition buckets. Pair that with a 3. She's got 11 points already. Here's Sasser at the other end. She'll fire a triple. That one's off the mark, no good. A weak side rebound fought for is going to go out of bounds. And it's going to go to the Bobcats with 1:53 to play in the first quarter. 20-10. Lady Bobcats leading by 10. Ella Kiesling been phenomenal, just getting out in front of everybody, and Emerson Lowe doing a nice job of finding her in transition.
Absolutely. Finding that wide open person down floor equals easy baskets.
Here's Lowe with the ball right now. We'll move it to the right side for Amonette. Lowe gets it back on the left wing. It goes to Kiesling. High posted Tompkins. Kick out Amonette. 3 ball from the right wing on the way. Deep, no good. Rebound loose. Picked up by Reeder. She'll go up. Get blocked by Klaus. And Klaus clears it away to Phillips, but then it's stolen back by Lowe. Amonette to the basket, high off the glass, and gets it to go over the shot blocker, Klaus. Nice finish by Allie Amonette for her 5th point of the ball game. 1:15 to play here in the first. Right, pass off to Klaus. Got some contact, gets the bucket and the foul. So Adeline Klaus now with 6 points, and she's going to be going to the line to try to complete the unconventional 3-point play with 1:12 to play in the first. Score 22-12. You mentioned it, the post players for the Wildcats got a lot of size down low. Let's see if they can exploit that a little bit. They do right there, but Klaus cannot connect on the free throw. So still a 10-point lead for the Bobcats. Low at the other end. Kick out to Amonette. 3 ball from the left wing. That one short, no good, but an offensive rebound for the Bobcats with under a minute to play in the first quarter. Emerson Lowe drives left baseline, tried to pass it to the free throw line. It got stolen away by Phillips. Out ahead is Wright for the Wildcats. To the basket and missed it as she got a little ahead of herself. And now the Bobcats going the other way, turn it right back over to the Wildcats.
Game's getting a little sloppy right now.
Both teams going a little bit too quick. Couple of turnovers, and the Wildcats will have it back as Kylie Aaron going to check in for the first time for the Lady Bobcats with 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Kiesling is going to take a rest on the bench. She's played very well in the first. Bringing up the court now is Walker, looking down low for Klaus and a little too hot on the pass as Klaus can't handle it and loses it out of bounds. And we're going back to the Bobcats.
Going to get a substitution package in right here. We're going to try to get one more basket right here.
So they bring out Kiesling and bring her right back in along with Wood. Wood playing with 2 fouls with 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's 22-12. Bobcats leading and have the ball. Lowe will dribble it across the timeline and just waste some time before a defender comes out to her to try to speed her up. And the Bobcats definitely going to try to hold it for the final shot, leading by 10. Right, almost reached in there for a foul. Now Lowe has it on the wing. Skip it out to Amonette with 15 seconds and counting on the clock. They'll start the offense around 10. Lowe with 10. Crosses over, drives in, middle of the lane, puts up a floater, couldn't get it to go, gets her own rebound, falling out of bounds into Reeder, who gets fouled, and she'll be at the line for 2 shots.
Great second effort, going after the loose ball, keeping it alive. Reeder, nice play inside, getting the loose ball and going up for the foul. She got a chance to get 2 points on the board here before the end of the first quarter.
Foul going to be called on Klaus. That's her first. Reeder at the line, cannot connect on the first free throw. She had 10 points in yesterday's contest. Hasn't gotten on the board yet here today. As Kaylee Tompkins going to check back in for Shayla Wood with those 2 fouls. Make sure she doesn't pick up a silly one with 2.8 seconds on the clock. Reeder going to try it again on the second attempt. That time she gets it to fall. 2.8 seconds for the Wildcats. They inbound to Phillips. Phillips at half court is not going to get it off in time. And that's the first quarter score, 23-12 in favor of the Pickett County Bobcats. Good first quarter from them. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have second quarter action coming your way.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes security sales consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Second quarter action about to come your way right here on UC Sports Nation. The Bobcats lead after 1 quarter of action, 23-12. Ella Kiesling leading the way with 11 points in that first quarter. She's played very well, mainly in transition. The Bobcats will start out with the ball here in the second quarter. Kylie Aaron gets the start in the second quarter. Lydia Phillips reaches in and pokes the ball out of bounds. And the Bobcats will keep it here on the near sideline. Now, I have a roster that says Lydia Phillips is just an 8th grader playing for this Monterey Wildcats squad. So a very young player is Phillips and getting some good playing time against a good Pickett County squad. Bobcats still with the ball here. Lowe tapped the key, kicks it left side for Kiesling. Fires up the triple, in and out, no good. Reeder the offensive rebound, back out to Lowe. She'll fake a 3, drive into the basket, goes through 2 defenders, and she's going to be at the line for 2 shots. So Monterey picks up another foul, 30 seconds in here to the second quarter.
And with this combination that we've got, Jacob, look for the high-low here with Reeder and KT against this defense next possession down. If we work it right, should be able to get a really easy basket.
Klaus picks up her second foul, and Lowe cannot connect on the first free throw. Amonette checking back in for the Bobcats will come in for Kiesling. So on the court for the Bobcats, Aaron, Amonette, Lowe, Tompkins, and Reeder. Casey just mentioned Tompkins and Reeder trying to go with that little high-low action that they did pretty well yesterday. No good on the second free throw, but an offensive rebound for Allie Amonette and another chance for the Bobcats. Amonette tried to reverse it back to Lowe and threw it too far behind her. That's going to be a backcourt violation by the Bobcats, and the Wildcats will get the ball back with 7:15 to play here in the second. 23-12 the score. Check that. That should be, yes, 23-12, sorry. Wildcats with the ball will inbound right at half court on the far sideline. Looking down low to Sasser, backs down Reeder, couldn't get it to go, trying to fight for her own rebound, but now it's rebounded by Lowe, who lost the ball out of bounds, and Coach Smith, not too happy, grabs the ball in frustration and slams it on the ground.
Yeah, he doesn't like the careless turnovers that's going on right now, not protecting the basketball, and that's what happens sometimes when you get younger players.
He takes Lowe out of the ball game for now. And checking in for her was Kylie Aaron back into it. So Amonette guarding Lydia Phillips here and blocks it away, and she'll lead the break now for the Bobcats. Good defense by Amonette. Amonette gives it into the hands of Aaron. Phillips goes for the steal. Will pass it over to Tompkins, right baseline, drives into the basket. Left-hand runner, no good. Rebounded by Sasser for the Wildcats and cleared away by Wright. Wright will bring it up now with 6:40 to play in the second quarter, trailing by 11. Right, kick it over to Hopkins. Takes the 3 ball, can't get it to go. A little hard off the glass, but Phillips the offensive rebound for the Wildcats. Looking down low for Sasser, backs down Reeder, too high off the glass, and in transition go the Bobcats. Here is Kiesling out in front, too hard off the glass, but it's cleaned up by Aaron. She misses the layup, gets her own rebound. Still looking for a pass now as the Bobcats still with the ball. Aaron still dribbling. Over to Tompkins. Amonette finds it, and it's picked off by Phillips. Phillips out in front in transition from the left side. Lays it up with the left hand and gets it to go. The 8th grader with 2 points here for the Wildcats. 23-14. How about that defense from Lydia Phillips? Has been very active on the top of that 2-3 zone and gets a steal and a bucket right there. And some more defensive pressure here by the Wildcats is going to turn into a foul on Katie Hopkins. That's going to be her second. So now 2 players with 2 fouls, and Hopkins and Klaus, 5th team foul altogether on the Wildcats. Lowe checks back in for the Bobcats. Left side, it goes to Amonette. 3 ball on the way, in and out, and in again. It bounced out, hit the backboard, and then bounced back in for Allie Amonette, her second triple of the game, and 8th point. 26-14 with 5.5 to play here in the second quarter. There's a 17-foot jump shot from Allie Benjamin that's not going to fall, but it's rebounded by Phillips. Finds right down low. She gets fouled, and she'll be at the line. So while the Bobcats keep seeming like they're building that lead. This Wildcats team not going away just yet.
Yeah, they're scrappy down there. They're getting the loose balls right now. Those 50-50 balls. Monterey's really going after them, figuring out how to get their hands on them.
Wright's going to be at the line.
Figuring out how to try to get second chance points here. Going to keep them in the game, Jacob.
Knocks down her first free throw. She's 2 for 3 so far on the day. Makes it 26-15 and trying to get it within 10 here on the second free throw. This Wildcats team sharing the ball well. They've got 4 different players that have scored so far. Wright cannot connect on the second free throw. There's a scrum for it on the floor. That's going to be a tied possession, and it's going to stay with the Wildcats underneath the basket. So there you go again, another one of those 50-50s, and the Wildcats the beneficiary of it. Wildcats looking to inbound, trying to force a pass was Phillips. Falling out of bounds with the ball in her hand was Lowe, and the Wildcats will keep it. Check that was Tompkins, but still good defensive pressure by the Bobcats to try to steal it away. Wildcats take it out again. Inbound to Benjamin. Benjamin drives in, a lot of contact, no call, and the Wildcats will keep it out again underneath the basket. They're going to say it was a clean block by Tompkins on Benjamin. 26-15, 5:13 to play in the second quarter. Phillips to take it out for the Wildcats. Inbound to Sasser on the left baseline. Drifts towards the middle of the lane. She got it poked away by Aaron. And Tompkins out in front now for the Bobcats in transition. Pulls up from 10 feet. Blocked away by Benjamin. Back the other way we go with the Wildcats. Lydia Phillips leads the way. We'll pull it back out and set up an offense. Phillips out near half court. Moves it left wing for Benjamin. And fouled hard by Tompkins as she was going for the steal. And Tompkins going to be tagged with her first foul and the team's 6th now, with 4:54 to play in the second quarter.
Coach Smith's not really excited about the way his basketball team's playing right now.
Only up by 11 right now. The Wildcats playing a good scrappy game so far. Hopkins has it on the top of the key for him. Passes off to Sasser down low. Tried to step through 2 defenders.
Nice play.
Clears some room and lays it in with the left hand. Sasser finds her first 2 points. At the other end, Low at the basket. Gets fouled on the shot attempt. Check that. That was Tompkins with it. And Tompkins going to be going to the line for 2 freebies now.
If you don't get back against Pickett County, you're going to get burned, Jacob. They're looking to get down floor as quick as they can every possession.
Allie Benjamin gets tagged with her first foul, the team's 6th. At the line, Tompkins, the lefty, cannot connect on the first free throw, and they're starting to struggle so far from the charity stripe. They've only made 3. Tompkins' second free throw, that time good. She's got a point. And it's 27-17, back out to a 10-point advantage with 4.5 to play in the second quarter. Here's Wright with the ball for the Wildcats. Kick out to Phillips on the wing. Phillips spinning around on Low. Low staying in front. Good defense by the freshman. Now inside to Benjamin. Tried to bounce it off to Wright. It's going to go out of bounds. Who's it last touched by? It's going to stay with the Wildcats underneath the basket. Monterey will take it out along the left side of the baseline. Hopkins looking to get it in, throws it over the top for Wright at the free throw line, drives in, and there's going to be a foul call on the Bobcats. Looked like Amonette was in there along with Aaron. Wait to see who they call this one on. That one's going to be called on Allie Amonette. That's going to be her first. So the 7th team foul is going to be bonus free throws right now, just 2 free throws as it was on the shot. And Wright knocks down the first one. Right now 3 of 5 so far from the stripe. Second one on the way is good. Wright's got 7 points for the Wildcats, and within 10 is Monterey, 27-19. Here's Amonette on the right wing. Thought about taking the triple, thinks better. Looking to pass off now. She picks up her dribble. Will find Lowe. Lowe drives in towards the right side. All the way to the basket. Gets blocked away by Benjamin and out of bounds. Strong defensive move there by Allie Benjamin.
A lot of contact in there.
Lowe will take it out for the Bobcats underneath the basket. Throws it all the way over to the top for Aaron on the top of the key. Inside to Tompkins. Steps through a defender, and she's going to be fouled by Sasser. Sasser was thinking that she was in pretty good position, staying straight up, but she's going to be tagged with a foul. It's her first in the team's 7th, so it's 1-1 here for Kaylee Tompkins, who just went 1 of 2 her last time at the line. The lefty front end is no good, but the rebound loose is going to be lost out of bounds by the Bobcats last. It's going to go to the Wildcats. So I'm sure that's one thing at halftime that Coach Smith is going to be harping on to those free throws. If you get to the line, you got to knock them down. They're shooting below 50% right now. 27-19 the score, and a foul by the Bobcats in transition. Benjamin takes a hard spill for the Wildcats, is able to bounce back up, and that's going to send her to the line for a 1-and bonus. 3:50 to play here in the second quarter. Wildcats within 8, a chance to get it within 6 with 2 good free throws.
They're hanging around. That's what you do to try to stick around, have your chance of win there in the fourth quarter.
Tompkins picks up her second foul. Now 3 different players with 2 fouls on the Bobcats. First free throw in the front end, I should say, is no good. And Emerson Lowe the rebound for the Bobcats. Lowe will bring it up. Pass off to Amonette. 3 ball from the left wing, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Aaron, stolen by Phillips, but couldn't keep a handle on it as she falls out of bounds. And it will stay with the Bobcats here on the near sideline. Tell you what, Lydia Phillips, just an 8th grader, but man, she's playing pretty well for this Monterey team right now.
Absolutely.
3:38 to play in the second quarter. Inbound Tompkins looking down low for Reeder. Not a great pass. Saved out of bounds. It's loose on the ground, and Phillips is there to steal it away for the Wildcats.
Phillips is all over the court right now.
Right, with her eyes up, finds Hopkins in transition. She lays it in. 27-21, Wildcats within 6. And Phillips going for the steal is going to be tagged with the foul, just her first. Checking back in for the Bobcats now for the first time. Is going to be Cameron Counter. Or check that. I believe that's Macy Threet. I think she changed numbers on us. So they got 2 different jerseys. She was number 20 yesterday. She's 32 tonight. Lowe with free throws. Makes the first. Cannot connect on the second. And a rebound picked up by the Bobcats, and then a tie-up. And actually, they call a foul on the Wildcats.
Wow.
So they thought it was a tie-up. It's going to be the second foul on Abby Sasser. And it's going to send Kylie Aaron to the line for a 1-and bonus now with 3:16 to play in the second quarter. Aaron, front-end free throw off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Hopkins.
Yeah. Free throws is plaguing us here in this game.
Phillips has it for the Wildcats. Stolen away by Reeder. Reeder looking for a guard to pass off to as the Wildcats playing some full pressure defense, full court pressure. Now up ahead is Amonette. Comes to a jump stop. Pass off Aaron, lays it in from the left side. Good pass from Amonette, who had a defender in front of her. Aaron finds her first 2 points of the ball game, and then a whistle and a foul called on the Bobcats. I believe is going to be tagged on Kylie Aaron. It is. And that is now her second and the 4th Bobcat with 2 fouls with 2:53 to play. Check that. That's her first. I beg your pardon. 2:53 still to play here in the second quarter. Sends right to the line again for a 1-and bonus. High arcing shot, knocks it down. So Wright's done a pretty good job from the free throw line. She's 4 of 5 so far in this quarter alone, 5 of 6 on the game.
Got a nice free throw, nice touch.
Knocks down another one right there, and it's 30-23 with under 3 to play in the second quarter. Here's Lowe, top of the key, picks up her dribble, moves it left wing for Aaron, tried to force a pass inside, almost stolen away. Threet's there to get it, and now she'll be going to the line for a couple of freebies. She got fouled by Benjamin on the way up. Benjamin tagged with her second. Team's 10th, so Bobcats into the double bonus the rest of this half. At the line right now, though, for 2 shooting free throws is Macy Threet. Cannot connect on the first.
Free throw woes continue.
They've got 10 missed free throws already in this ball game. Knocks down the second one, though. It's 31-23 with 2:40 to play in the second quarter. 2.5 minutes to go. Timeout taken by Monterey as Phillips was bringing the ball up the court. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. 2:34 to go here in the second quarter. 31-23, Bobcats leading by 8. We're back in a moment on UC Sports Nation.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Out of the timeout, Wildcats with the ball. Here's Wright driving to the right baseline, puts up a shot and gets the runner to go off the glass. A nice finish by Lindsey Wright. She's knocked down 5 free throws already in this quarter. She's got 7 points and 11 points in the ball game.
Really like her aggressiveness, the way she takes it to the hole, Jacob.
Wildcats are within 6. Aaron fighting for the ball now for the Bobcats, and they're going to say she was out of bounds. That's a turnover by the Bobcats. Out of the Monterey timeout, so a good timeout taken by the Wildcats. You get a nice play run, you get 2 points out of it, and now you force a turnover. Trying to inbound the ball in the backcourt. They throw it in, but it's turned back over to the Bobcats, a tie-up, and it's going to go to Pickett County. So not exactly what you wanted if you're the Wildcats. Pickett County going to take it out in front of the Monterey bench with 2:06 to play in the second quarter. It's 31-25. The inbound to Threet into the corner. Tried to throw it to Aaron, top of the key. Bobcats struggling with the defensive pressure of Monterey right now. Here's Lowe on the right side. Skip pass to Amanette on the wing. Aaron, top of the key. Give it back to Amanette. Deep three from the left side. That one's way off the mark and rebounded by Benjamin. Benjamin, looking ahead, will find Wright at half court. She'll bring it towards the top of the key, drive it to the left wing, and hand it off. Benjamin thought about taking the deep three, pass it back off. Top of the key goes to Phillips. Skip it over to Hopkins. Hopkins drives left baseline, gets a screen, pulls up her dribble, kick it back out to Phillips into the corner, looking down low for Sasser. Backs down Reeder, lost the handle on it, and it's stolen away by Threet. Bobcats in transition. Aaron will slow it up, steps through 2 defenders, and she's going to be fouled. They're going to say by Lindsey Wright. Wright going to be tagged with her first foul, and the team's 10th. So that's going to be double bonus free throws coming up for Kylie Aaron. Aaron, another one of those younger players, and getting some really good minutes right now. She's kind of been in that second tier coming in for the Bobcats, but has played a lot of this first half. Cannot connect on that first free throw, though. She hasn't hit one yet. She's 0 of 2 so far from the stripe.
I know what this team's going to be doing on Monday for practice.
That is right. Does connect on the second one. She's got 3 points now, and it's 32-25 with 80 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. But a very slow second quarter after a quick first quarter. Not too many stoppages. And another foul by the Bobcats. So Threet is going to be tagged with at that time. That's her first. And double bonus free throws coming now for Monterey. That's going to send Allie Benjamin, the junior, to the line. Nobody really other than Wright has been at the line at least too much. And Benjamin knocks down the first. She's been there once, had a front end that she could not connect on. She knocks down the first free throw that time, though, with 1:18 to play here in the second quarter. Gets Monterey within 6 points. She'll try to get them within 5. That one off the mark, no good. So 1 for 3 from the stripe on the day so far for Benjamin. 1:14 to play in the second quarter. Here's Lowe, top of the key. Pulls up from 15 feet, knocks it down.
Nice shot. Nice stop, dribble, pull up. Nice jumper.
Phillips in transition for the Wildcats now. Runs into a defender. She'll pull it back out. Now splits 2 defenders. Great pass off to Sasser. Check that, Klaus, who lays it up and in. Great vision from the 8th grader. Phillips playing very well in this one. Aaron on the left wing now for the Bobcats. It's a 6-point game, 34-28. And 2 hands on Lowe. Phillips had him. And Phillips going to be tagged with the foul. Been very aggressive on the defensive side of the ball. Picks up her second foul. It's going to send the freshman again to the line. Emerson Lowe. Emerson Lowe Has missed 4 so far today, make it 5. Can't connect on the first one. She's just 2 of 7 right now. Check that, 2 of 8. Knocks down the second one, though. 35-28, 7-point advantage for the Bobcats with 40 seconds to play in the second quarter. Right, all the way to the basket.
Nice.
Nobody picked her up, and she'll lay it up and in. Makes it a 5-point ball game. This Wildcats team were down by as many as 12 in this game. They've cut it to 5 right before halftime. But the Bobcats going to take the final shot, or at least try to get some points going into the break. Hand off to Lowe. Lowe will drive it to the right side. They are counting for 5 seconds, so she'll pass it off. Now she'll get it back with 10 seconds. Lowe about to start the offense with 8 seconds. Lowe being guarded by Benjamin. Will drive in, looking for a pass down low to Reeder. Gets her hand on it, trying to go up with it. It's blocked away, got her own rebound, and they're going to say she got fouled before the buzzer. So she is going to have 2 free throws right before the buzzer sounded. I believe they're going to have a conference about it. So they're going to talk about it on the court, the 3 referees. And they are going to put some time on the clock, and they're going to have 2 free throws coming for Reeder. Foul's going to be called on Hopkins. That's going to be her 3rd. And that's going to send the freshman Callie Reeder to the line for 2 freebies with, they're going to say, 0.3 seconds on the clock. First free throw is good from Reeder. She hasn't gotten anything going offensively yet except from that free throw line.
Yeah,
She's
she got
2 of
herself
3.
a little deep on that shot, and when she caught, she was already underneath the basket, couldn't really make a move to the basket. Got her own rebound, was able to knock down 2 free throws.
2 free throws good from Reeder. Makes it 37-30. Very good quarter from the Wildcats to cut into the lead of the Bobcats at halftime. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll break it down a little bit for you. You're on your home for Bobcats basketball right here on UC Sports Nation.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable, gig-speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Exclusive coverage of Bobcats basketball, sponsored by First Choice Family Care, Primary Care, Preventative Care, and Wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. People's Bank and Trust, Pickett County's community bank. People's Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Kiesling Insurance, 35 years serving neighbors like you in Pickett County. Visit KieslingINS.com. Kiesling Insurance. And by Milestone Physical Therapy, improving lives, building futures by finding the source of the pain. Milestone Physical Therapy. Casey, we had a great first half between the Bobcats and the Wildcats. 37-30 is the halftime score. The Bobcats led 23-12 after the first quarter and then really slowed down offensively. The fouls started to pick up on both sides. We had a lot of free throws, and that's really been the name of the game for this Bobcats team. They went 10 of 22 in that first half from the free throw line.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue. You can't win games if you're shooting less than 50% from the free throw line, Jacob. So a lot of work to do there. Also, we talked about it during the broadcast in the first half, but those 50-50 balls, thought we got out-hustled a few times on those. I'd like to see a little more energy out of the team. And then lastly, poise. We created a lot of turnovers for ourselves. We had a lot of fouls, as you mentioned, way away from the basket. So just giving the other team some free points there. So I think those are the three keys for me in the first half. Free throws, we need to play a little more energy, and then a little more poise in terms of turnovers and fouls away from the ball, especially in the backcourt.
Break down the stats pretty quickly for you here. The Monterey Wildcats put up 30 points in that first quarter. They put up 18 of them in the second quarter alone. They're being led by the junior Lindsey Wright with 13 points. 8 points for the senior Adeline Klaus, 4 for Katie Hopkins, 1 for Allie Benjamin, 2 for Lydia Phillips, and 2 for Abby Sasser. On the other side for the Pickett County Bobcats, Ella Kiesling had 11 in the first quarter, did not score in the second, still leads the team with those 11 points. 8 points for Allie Amonette, 4 points for Emerson Lowe, 3 for Shayla Wood, 3 for Callie Reeder, 1 for Kaylee Tompkins, 3 for Kylie Aaron, and 1 for Macy Threet. So a lot of players getting in on the scoring. However, it's been a lot of free throws, and they haven't been able to knock down as many as they would have liked. 37-30 is your halftime score. 10 for 22 from the stripe were the Bobcats in that first quarter, but a tip of the cap to the Wildcats. They kept fighting, and they're staying in this game, and it should set up for a very fun second half. Coming up right now, we're going to hear from inside Pickett County. Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball. Inside Pickett County now, and we're with Lane Webb, and he does rodeo, and obviously kind of new for me being from Indiana, but sounds like a pretty well-known thing around here around Pickett County, and it sounds like you're pretty good at it. Kind of fill me in on what you're doing in the rodeo, and I guess how long you've been doing it, and what's so exciting about it.
Well, I've been roping since probably 8 or 9 years old, and I rope calves and steers, and then just been doing it a long time and had a lot of fun doing it and try to get better all the time.
Is it a pretty well-known, I guess, activity here in the community? Are there a lot of people that do it? I assume you're not the only person that does it here in the community at Pickett County.
No, we're probably about the only ones. There's probably 1 or 2 more people that do it, and then that's about it. And then it's not many people do it around here. Or I mean, there is a lot of people that do it, but not in this county probably.
Is this something that you do at your own home, or do you have a farm or a place that you do it on your own property, or do you go somewhere and do this? And I guess on top of that, are there competitions that you go to, and where all does that take you?
Most time we practice around, like I can ride horses at the house, but I have to go other places to practice once or twice a week, and then all the rodeos about every weekend are off somewhere else. We go somewhere about every weekend.
What's the farthest place you've gone?
I'd say probably Vegas would be the farthest. Wow. I'd say.
How long have you been doing that competitively then?
Probably around 6th, 7th grade is when I really cracked off and started going a lot.
Okay, so are you pretty good at it then too?
I don't know if I'd say that.
We always like a humble guy. Well, Lane, kind of just take me through what got you into it. I know you mentioned it; you've been doing it for quite some time. But I mean, what made you want to get into rodeo and start doing that?
I don't know. I just grew up watching westerns on the TV, and then just started doing it. And my family, they train horses, and so I just always grew up around horses and riding them, and I saw the westerns and wanted to be like them on TV. So
now, do you watch bull riding at all? Is that pique your interest whatsoever, or is that even close to rodeo and stuff that you're doing?
I'm not a bull rider, but my brother is. He rides bulls, but I don't. I just stick to the roping.
How old's your brother?
He is 12.
Okay, so your brother is 12 and he's already riding bulls.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool, Lane. Well, we appreciate the time. That's Lane Webb here at Pickett County, and that is Inside Pickett County. We'll be back in a moment on Pickett County basketball.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Back here at Pickett County, halftime just about done. Halftime score, Pickett County leading 37-30. They went 10 of 22 from the stripe in that first half. The Wildcats put up 18 points in the second quarter to get back into this ball game. They trailed by as many as 12 in this game so far. They've cut it to 7. They're going to try to keep that going coming out of halftime, as they will start with the ball going from left to right on your electronic device. The Bobcats going from right to left. Casey Bolden to my right. I'm Jacob Vinson. We're underway for the second half of action here from Pickett County. Going to be a fun second half. Wildcats with the ball. Left baseline driving is Hopkins. Skip it over to Phillips on the top of the key. She'll fire away a triple. That one's off the mark, no good. And Emerson Lowe, the rebound, trying to push the issue. Goes past one defender. Now we'll go past two to the basket. Kick it out to Wood on the right wing. Wood didn't play a whole lot in that second quarter. Get some playing time here in the third now, as she'll start off this second half. Lowe will set up the offense again just 30 seconds into the third quarter. Drives into the middle of the lane, puts up a little runner and gets it to go from 14 feet. And Emerson Lowe gets the scoring started for the Bobcats in the second half. Now right with it for the Wildcats. We'll hand it off to Phillips. Phillips will bring it towards the half-court line, looking into the high post for Benjamin. Kick it out to Klaus. She'll fire away the triple. That one's off the mark, no good. And Amonette the rebound for Pickett County. 7 minutes to play here in the third. Pass off to Lowe on the left side. Lowe will drive in towards the basket. Good pass off to Reeder, and she'll lay it in with the right hand.
Great pass, great finish by Reeder.
That's the first field goal of the game for Callie Reeder. She's got 5 points, though, and she's knocked down 3 free throws. At the other end, she comes up with a block. Good defense again. 2 blocks, gets the rebound as well. What a defensive play there by Reeder.
It's a little more of that energy that we were talking about I'd like to see.
Bobcats with it now at the other end. We'll give it to Reeder. Right side it goes to Kiesling. Kiesling skips it over to Wood, top of the key. Wood will pass off to Lowe. Will pull it out near half court with 6.5 to play in the third. They lead it 41-30. Wood on the right wing, goes past 2 defenders, has an open lane to the basket, smoked it off the window a little too hard. And rebounded by the Wildcats. Benjamin, check that, Hopkins will bring it up and pass off to Phillips. Those two getting the start here in the second half. Benjamin, kick it back out to Phillips, top of the key. Monterey not sure what they're doing offensively, not a whole lot of movement. Klaus has it just inside the three-point line. She'll take the 17-foot jump shot and knock it down. She had 8 points in the first half. She's into double figures with 10. It's 41-32 with 5:44 to play here in the third quarter. Here is Lowe, a one-handed pass off to Wood for the Bobcats. She lost the handle on it. Ball's loose on the ground. It's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say it's Wildcats ball. Looked like the referee wasn't quite paying attention, even though the play was right in front of him.
I don't think he knew what was going on right there. I think he guessed.
And the Wildcats are going to come up with the ball anyways. So Phillips will bring it up now for Monterey. She drives in the middle of the lane, tried to bounce it off to Klaus on the block and lost the handle. Phillips gets it back though, drives in, and we got a whistle and a foul and a push on the Bobcats is going to be called on Emerson Lowe. 5:20 to play in the third. It's 41-32. Bobcats leading by 9. Wildcats take it out alongside the right baseline. First foul on either side. Inbound to Hopkins. Hopkins puts up the little left-handed shot off the glass, a little too strong. Rebounded by Amonette. Back the other way we go. Wood on the right wing. Nobody picks her up, takes it to the basket through some contact, and she'll be at the line for 2 shots.
I like the drive. She hadn't shot the ball extremely well today, but she can take it to the rack. She's going to get contact. She's going to get a couple of free throws. Let's knock these free throws down.
A foul called on Klaus. That is her third. Wood cannot knock down that first free throw. Now 10 of 23 are the Bobcats from the stripe. 41-32, 5:10 to play in the third. Wood, second free throw, knocks it down that time. Makes it 42-32, up by 10. Go the Bobcats. Wright will bring it up the court for Monterey. Drives it to the left baseline. Good pass off to Klaus in the middle of the lane. Couldn't get the shot to go from 10 feet and rebounded by Lowe. And trying to clear it away is Lowe, and she finally does. We'll give it up to Amonette alongside the right wing. Possibly could have been a foul call on Phillips. Looked like she had 2 hands on her, but pokes it out of bounds instead. And the Bobcats will keep it out on the far sideline. Amonette inbound to Wood alongside the right wing. Pass off to Lowe, top of the key. Give it back to Wood. She'll dial up the triple, let it fly, and knock it down. Jayla Wood, her first triple of the ball game.
Sometimes hitting the free throw will give you a little confidence. You need to knock down that three-point shot.
4:35 to play in the third. Nice little runner made in the lane from Lindsey Wright from the left side. Wright with 15 points in this ball game, and back at the other end, Shayla Wood ahead of everybody is able to get the transition bucket to go down. Here's Phillips with the ball now for the Wildcats. Frenetic pace to this one now with 4:20 to play in the third. Sasser pass off to Hopkins. Tried to go behind the back. It's stolen away by Wood. Wood 2v1 to the basket. Comes to a jump stop. Gets fouled and gets the bucket to go, and a fist bump from Shayla Wood as she'll go to the line for 1 shot.
That's great defense, Jacob, but it's even better offense right there. Nice finish by Wood.
Great finish from the senior, and that is going to be the 4th foul on Klaus, and she's going to have to come out of the ball game for now. That's going to be tough for Monterey because she brings a lot of size to this Wildcat squad. Wood's going to be at the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Can't do it, and Sasser has the rebound for the Wildcats. A whistle and a foul called on the Bobcats as the Wildcats were trying to get it across the timeline. Foul's called on Wood. So Wood misses the second free throw and then picks up a foul. Misses her only free throw, I should say. And she picks up her 3rd foul in the process. So they're going to inbound here to the Wildcats. Mishandled by Walker. Almost lost it out of bounds. And now she'll bring it up. Comes across the timeline. Hand off to Phillips out near half court. She'll drive towards the left side. Spin around, being guarded by Amonette. Drives towards the right side and pull it back out. Kick it off to Sasser. Thought about taking the deep 3, and now we'll pass it back over to Phillips. Not a whole lot of movement here for the Wildcats. Phillips drives in, kicks out. 3 ball coming from the left side is off the mark, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by the Bobcats. Reeder has it and then tied up, and a jump ball is the call. It's going to go to the Bobcats. It's a 15-point lead all of a sudden for the Bobcats, though. Their offense has started to come to life a little bit, 49-34 with 3.5 to play here in the third quarter. Lowe has it, top of the key. Drives in right side, pulls it back out, drives in the middle of the lane, got tied up, and we got a foul call, and they're going to call it on the shot. Foul's going to be called on Wright, I believe, was the signal, and it is. Wright's going to be tagged with her 2nd foul, and the team's 3rd for Monterey. That sends the freshman to the line, who knocks down the first free throw. 7 points for Emerson. with 3:18 to play here in the third. Second free throw on the way, off the front iron, hits the backboard and goes down. 2 of 2 from the stripe that time. It's 51-34. The lead has swelled to 17 all of a sudden. There's a pass inside, kick it back out to Phillips on the right wing. Phillips will drive in, pull it back out towards the top of the key. Now drive it back in, stolen away by Lowe. Lowe on 2 defenders. To the basket she goes. Right hand is good off the glass. Emerson Lowe starting to come to life.
Nice finish. We're seeing some more of that energy we talked about.
We got a whistle and a timeout call by the Bobcats as they were going off in transition, but Coach Smith wants to talk it over. Actually, it was a Monterey timeout, just the 30-second one, so we'll keep it here for right now. 53-34, the Bobcats leading right now. Don't forget, we will have the boys game coming up later on this evening. Coverage starting around 6:15, depends on when the games in between get done as well. Don't forget, you can follow the Bobcats on UCSportsNation.com, powered by Halls Sports and Outdoors. 2:52 to play here in the third quarter. It's 53-34. The second 30-second timeout taken by Monterey, so they've got 3 timeouts left, but all of them full timeouts. And they try to throw it to Phillips. It goes off her head and right back to Walker. Good pass down low, blocked away by Reeder. Good defense again by Reeder, and Lowe is going to clear it away for the Bobcats, now out of the timeout. Lowe on the left wing, spins around, middle of the lane. Good pass out to Amonette, fires away the triple, in and out, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by the Wildcats. Out in front is Wright. Wright goes up and can't get the lay-in to go. Rebounded by Phillips, and she got pushed behind by Kiesling. So Kiesling tagged with her third foul. And the Wildcats will take it out underneath the basket.
It was really good hustle by Shayla Wood to get back.
3 ball from the left side, way too deep from the Wildcats, but it's picked up by Phillips, and she gets fouled on the way up. Tell you what, Lydia Phillips, just an 8th grader, but playing very well in this ball game so far.
She's got a lot of basketball days in front of her.
Second foul on Amonette. With 2:19 to play here in the third quarter, Phillips is going to be at the line for 2 freebies. She's got 2 points in this game so far, can't connect on the first free throw. 53-34 is the score. 19-point advantage for this Bobcats team, a team that was only leading by 7 to start out this third quarter. This Wildcats team offensively have really slowed down. Second free throw, no good as well. The rebound fought for. 2 Bobcats were fighting for it, and now they'll come away with it. Amonette will bring it up. We'll find Wood on the right wing with 2:08 to play. Looking down low for Reeder. Nice catch with the left hand. Is going to have to pull it back out as she was out of position. Give it back to Emerson Lowe. Drives in the middle of the lane. Try to pass it back to Reeder. Good defense by the Wildcats, and then just kind of thrown up in transition to nobody. So stolen back by Wood. Bobcats back with the basketball. Wood will have it top of the key and give it off to Lowe. Will set up the offense with 1:45 to play. Here's Shayla Wood. Fires away the triple. In and out, no good. And rebounded by Jordan Walker. Walker will bring it up. Pass off. Wildcats dribbling inside. This is Sally Markham with it. Markham into the game for the first time. Can't connect on the shot. Ball's poked out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. The Bobcats will keep it out here on the near sideline. 1:28 to play here in the third. 53-34. The Bobcats come to life a little bit here in the third.
Yeah, more energy, taking care of each possession, making sure we get a shot up, playing much better than we did in the second quarter.
Tried to throw a pass inside to Shayla Wood. It's poked out of bounds by Sasser, and the Bobcats will keep it out underneath the basket. 1:15 to play in the third quarter. Lowe will take it out. Over the top to Reeder. Puts up the shot and gets it to go. Reeder, her second field goal of the game. She's got 7 points with 65 seconds to play here in the third. 55-34, a 21-point advantage all of a sudden for the Bobcats. Sasser will dribble it towards the right baseline, pull it out to the three-point line. Shayla Wood comes up with the steal for the Bobcats. In transition, she goes, bounces off to Lowe. Lowe will give it back to Kiesling on the right block. Tried to put up the shot, couldn't get it to go. And they're going to call a foul on Sasser down low. I think Coach Smith was upset with Wood just not taking that shot in transition. Looked like she had an open lane.
She did. She's done that a couple of times today. I'd like to see her go ahead and finish that. Don't have to pass it on. If you've got a great shot yourself, go ahead and take that one.
Coach Smith has talked about a couple of times, mainly with Lowe, that sometimes she's a little bit too unselfish with the basketball. That time, Wood was kind of doing the same thing in transition. Well, they inbound to Wood here. She goes high off the glass, can't get it to fall. 55-34, 40 seconds to play. Wildcats with the ball in the third quarter. Kick out, Markham, 3-ball, no good. Rebounded on the backside by Lowe. One-handed baseball pass up to Shayla Wood, who's out in front in transition. Has to pull it out alongside the three-point line. 25 seconds to play in the third, and they'll wait for that final shot. Throws it over to Wood on the wing with 18 seconds. Lowe will get it back out near half court. Crosses over, 14 seconds. Lowe with 12. Lowe still dribbling, drives in, middle of the lane, kick out to Kiesling, blocked away by the Wildcats and stolen away with 5 seconds. They gotta go though. Here's Walker, half court, Phillips at the buzzer, yes! Banked it in! Lydia Phillips, her first 3-ball of the game, banks it in from downtown. What a shot by Phillips. And the score, 55-37. We'll be back in just a moment. Keep it tuned in to UC Sports Nation.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Getting sick.
Is there anything worse?
When it happens, it's good to know neighbors are right there to help you.
Byrdstown Medical Center. Local people started it.
So neighbors and friends would have a place focused on wellness.
So when you're not feeling your best, get the answers.
Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187.
864-3187. Call them when you're not feeling your best.
Most insurance is accepted.
Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
55-37 after 3 quarters of action. The Pickett County Bobcats leading the Monterey Wildcats, but a 3 at the buzzer by Lydia Phillips pulled them in just a little bit closer there at the end of the third quarter. Wildcats with the ball to start out the fourth, and Benjamin can't convert on the layup. Rebounded by Markham, and she's going to be fouled on the way up. Foul's called on Amonette. That's going to be her third. Going to the line is going to be the junior Sally Markham, who hasn't played in much of this game. Didn't play at all in the first half. High arcing shot on the free throw is no good on the first attempt. 55-37 the score, is an offensive explosion in the third quarter for Pickett County. Banked it in on the second attempt was Markham, so she's into the scorebook.
We outscored them 18-7 there in the third, Jacob. Really, really impressed with the way we were aggressively attacking the hoop there in the third quarter.
Zone defensive look here for the Wildcats. Bobcats running the offense. Into the corner it goes to Amonette. Amonette will give it back to Lowe on the left wing, and looking inside to Reeder, can't get it there. Amonette dials up a triple, couldn't get it to fall. Good box out, good rebound by Markham. We'll find Walker, will bring it up the court now for the Wildcats. Top of the key, dribbling around for Monterey is Walker. Will pass off to Phillips, fakes a 3, steps inside, pass out to Benjamin, deep 2 on the way, no good. Rebound fought for, Phillips is there, lost it, and it was poked out of bounds last touch by the Wildcats. Phillips saved it inbounds, and then coming in to save it was Benjamin, who poked it out of bounds. The Bobcats will get the ball going back the other way.
I really like the energy Lydia Phillips brings to the Monterey Wildcat team. She may be an 8th grader, but she's got a bright future ahead of her.
Played very well so far in this game. Did not start, but has played a lot of minutes. And inside in the middle of the lane, there's Emerson Lowe with a nice little teardrop floater. Gets another one to go. She's got 13 points so far in the ball game. It's should be 57-38. 6.5 to play. And the 3 ball from the left corner is a little bit deep. Goes out of bounds. Klaus is going to check back in here for Monterey. 6.5 to play in the ball game. Lowe will set up the offense for the Bobcats. Into the corner it goes to Amonette. Reverse it over to Kiesling, who tried to throw it over the top, and it was stolen away by Klaus. The Wildcats back with it. Phillips, top of the key. Moves it left wing. Passes it off. Wildcats just dribbling the ball around on the top of the key. Drive in. Shot coming from Walker is good from the middle of the lane. Her first 2 points of the ball game. 57-40 with 5:57 to play. Lowe on the left wing. Check that Kiesling. Now Lowe will have it. She'll dribble it around with the right hand. Crossover. Almost stolen away by Phillips. Picks up her dribble. Will pass off to Wood. Wood got fouled. And Wright, I'm going to say she reached in. Caught her on the arm as Wood went past her. Wright going to be tagged with her third foul. 17-point advantage for the Bobcats. 57-40 is the score. 5:45 to play in this ball game. Bobcats take it out alongside the near sideline. Amonette has it on the wing. Amonette inside to the high post to Wood. Wood kick out to Kiesling. 3 ball on the way. That one goes down.
Ella Kiesling, that's her spot, right up there at the top of the perimeter.
Kiesling had not scored since the first quarter. She's got 14 on the ball game, though, because she had 11 in that first quarter. 60-40 is the score. Here's Klaus from the left baseline. Nothing but nylon. That was a pretty shot. She's got 12 points in this one. Gets it within 18 with 5:10 to play in the fourth quarter. On the right side, it goes to Amonette. High post to Reeder, looking down low. Good pass to Wood. She got fouled, and she'll be at the line for 2 of them. Swiping down, trying to block it away was Jordan Walker, picking up her second foul.
I really like that little high-low set when this group right here is in the game.
Sends Wood to the line for another couple of freebies. First one is good. She came alive in that third quarter. Had a couple of transition buckets. Knocked down a 3 as well. Good for 8 points in the quarter. Now 12 on the ball game after she could not connect on the second free throw. 61-42, 4:58 to play in the game. Wright will bring it up for the Wildcats.
Your Monterey, you throw it out of bounds right there on that possession, but if you're Monterey, it feels like you need to get Wright the ball in her hands and number 12, Klaus. It feels like that's their best scoring options.
Well, the Bobcats get the ball back, like Casey mentioned, after the turnover. Amonette left wide open, could have taken the 3, instead was looking for Reeder down low, tried to force a pass, and it was picked off by the Wildcats. She was left wide open. I was surprised she didn't take it. Here's a deep 3 coming from Wright, and that one doesn't catch anything except for the hands of Reeder. Bobcats in transition. Here's Lowe, pulls up at 15, now hesitates, pulls it to the left side. Amonette takes the 3 this time from the right side. That's a bit of a weird release on that one. Didn't look like she completely had control of the ball. Airballs it, goes out of bounds, and the Wildcats back with it.
We're not playing very well offensively right now, but we need to be gritty right here. I'd love to see us get a couple of stops, close this game out.
Monterey's going to take a timeout. 4:13 to play in this one. It's 61-42, and I thought they only had full timeouts left, and it is. So we'll take it with them back in a minute right here on UC Sports Nation.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at Pickett County, Bobcats with the ball. Check that, Wildcats with the ball out of the timeout. Sasser takes a 3 from the right side. Can't get it to go down, but an offensive rebound for Phillips, who got fouled on the way back up. And she'll be at the line for 2 freebies. 16 foul on the Bobcats here in this second half. Foul is called on Wood, and that is her 4th foul now. Lydia Phillips at the line. Knocks down the first one. 6 points so far in this ball game. Knocked down that triple at the end of the third quarter at the buzzer. Banked it in from the top of the key from way downtown and hits 2 free throws right there. She's got 7 points, didn't start in this ball game, but came in a couple minutes in and has played every single minute since then. And again, just an 8th grader for this Monterey Wildcat squad.
Yeah, you can tell they play with a different energy level when she's in the game. She creates turnovers. She distributed the ball pretty well. Really like her game. She's going to have a nice career.
61-44, Bobcats leading with 3:50 to play here in the fourth quarter. Down low, what a finish by Shayla Wood through 2 defenders. Somehow just kind of threw it up high off the glass and got it to fall. Phillips across the timeline for the Wildcats, 63-44. Phillips top of the key, she'll dial up the triple, high arcing shot, can't get it to fall, and Wood the rebound for the Bobcats. Pickett County bringing it up. Wood leading the break, past one defender and threw it at the feet of Kiesling, who couldn't handle it. It went out of bounds. And a little bit too quick that time, and Coach Smith just throwing his face into his hands on the sideline, not too happy with the transition offense there.
Yeah, we're just playing too fast. We're not protecting the basketball. We're up 20 points. No need for that turnover.
63-44, 3:13 to play in the ball game. They throw it to Klaus on the top of the key. Phillips will get it back. Drives in, kick out to Hopkins. A deep 3 from the left side. That one goes down. She's also a player that I'm surprised hasn't taken as many shots. She's made a couple of nice moves, has a nice looking shot. Gets the 3 to go there at the other end. Wood, a wild shot down low. Couldn't get it to go. Phillips at the other end. She gets blocked away by Reeder, but it's going to be last touched by the Bobcats as it goes out of bounds. And the Wildcats will take it out underneath the basket. 63-47, 2:48 to play in this one. Inbound to Hopkins, thought about taking it, drives in, got bumped by Lowe, was expecting the foul call and didn't get it. Down low it goes to Sasser, backing down Wood, off the glass and good. Just 4 points for Sasser, but has that size advantage down low and is finally able to exploit it. 63-49 the score, 2.5 to play in the ball game. Bobcats leading with the ball. Lowe dicing up the defense, down low to Reeder, gets fouled and gets the bucket to go. Reeder had a slow start to this one, but now she's up to 9 points and a chance to get to 10 with a free throw.
Nice catch. Ball was a little low at her feet again, but she was able to catch the ball, turn around, make a play, get some contact, and finish at the rim.
And the free throw is good. She's been really the only Bobcat shooting well from the stripe. She's 4 of 5 so far today. And she's got 10 points, and she's been in double figures now every single game so far this season.
Yeah, she's going to get better as the season goes too. As she gets more reps and gets more experience out here on the varsity level, she's going to be a good player for us.
66-49, 2:12 to play in the game. Hopkins another triple, this time from the left side, a little too deep that time. Goes out of bounds after it hits the back side of the rim, and the Bobcats will get it back with 2:06 to play. Tell you what, this Monterey team, another young team in the Upper Cumberland, but they're going to be all right going forward, I think.
Yeah.
They've got some talent on the squad. They've got some good size down low. They're going to surprise some teams if they can string together a few wins.
You know what else I'm impressed about with them, Jacob? They didn't quit. They got down. They could have quit. They've got a little grit and a little passion to them, so that's going to take them a long way.
On the other side, the Bobcats, they got ahead again. Still playing pretty well. Down low is Emerson Lowe. Runs into Sasser, and Sasser going to be tagged with the foul. She thought she was in good guarding position. And looks like that's going to be her 5th foul. And it is. So Abby Sasser is going to foul out of this one with 4 points. Looked like it was pretty good guarding position. Lowe just kind of ran into her.
I agree. Tough break for 55. She's played a tough game. Yeah, I thought she had pretty good position there, and the offensive player created most of the contact.
66-49 the score, with Lowe at the line taking a couple of freebies. It was a front end of a 1-and-1. She knocked down the first one. She's got 14 points now. The freshman, second free throw, no good. 1:40 to play in this one. It's 67-49. Right across the timeline. Pass off to Phillips. Phillips will take the 3. Can't get it to go, a little too strong. Out in front of the Bobcats. Amonette off the glass from the left side is good. Amonette hadn't scored since the first half, but she's now into double figures. She's got 10, as there are 5 different all-starters into double figures. for the Bobcats. 20-point advantage, 69-49. 1:12 to play in the ball game. Wildcats with it. Phillips driving in, lost the handle, and a foul call on the Bobcats. Phillips a little bit shaken up down there. Couldn't tell if it was her ankle or her wrist. Looks like it might be her ankle. Tweaked it just a little bit. But if she's good, she's going to be going to the line for free throws. She's going to shake it off, and she'll be shooting them. Foul called on Reeder. That's just her first. And the front end is good from Phillips. So shakes off whatever injury it was. Gets her 8th point of the ball game. Second free throw, takes a couple dribbles, spins it on the palm, bends at the knees, lets it fly. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound, though, picked up by Klaus for the Wildcats. Couldn't get the putback, and now Reeder clears it away, and out in front is Wood. Wood at the glass, lays it up and in.
Excellent outlet pass that time. Reeder kept it up, got it out. Easy bucket on the other end.
All of these players are good. Whoever rebounds it, immediately turning up the court, and usually there's somebody out in front. The other end, a good bucket by Jordan Walker. She's got 4 points. It's 71-52 with 40 seconds to play. And the Bobcats could very well just dribble this one out. Lowe drives in. Kick out to Amonette. And smartly will just pull it back out. Lowe drives it to the right side. 25 seconds and counting. To the basket. Pass off to Amonette. She'll take the three this time. That's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Klaus with 18 seconds. Looking ahead for Phillips. Phillips drives in for the Wildcats and kicks it out straight into the hands of Wood, and that should do it with 10 seconds on the clock. Wood just going to dribble this one out with 4 seconds. Final score is going to be 71-52, and the Pickett County Lady Bobcats move to 5-0 on the season. 71-52, your final score. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll break it down for you. Keep it tuned in right here on UC Sports Nation.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
And with that, we welcome you in to the Union Bank post-game report. Proud to serve Birdstown with modern tools to making banking easier. Union Bank. Final score of this one, the Pickett County Lady Bobcats win it 71-52, improve to 5-0 on the season. They knock off the Monterey Lady Wildcats, who fall to 2-5 on the season. Very balanced offensive attack in this one. All 5 starters were in double figures, and the Wildcats had it within 7 at the break. But the Bobcats put on the hurt in the third quarter and just kept it going into the fourth quarter, Casey.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm not sure if Coach Smith will be really excited about that game. Had opportunities to really deliver a knockout punch and really never was able to. The team didn't really play with the energy I'm sure he would have liked to have seen. Ton of free throws missed. A lot of possessions that came up empty. We talked about it a little bit during the broadcast. A lot of turnovers, unnecessary fouls in the backcourt. Got some stuff to work on before our game Tuesday night with Livingston.
You mentioned all that, but they still got a 19-point win. And obviously the competition is going to ramp up a little bit once you get to Livingston, but a win is a win. They improved to 5-0 on the season. You mentioned the free throws. Got a little bit better in the second half. They went 6 of 9 from the stripe in that second half, but they do get the win in this one, 71-52. For the Wildcats, they've got some nice players on that team. Lindsey Wright played well. She had 15 points. I was very impressed with Lydia Phillips, an 8th grader for that squad who did not start but came in and played very, very well.
Yeah, she came in. She brought some intensity. She brought a lot of energy to the game. She distributed the ball very well. I'm really impressed with her. Monterey's going to have a great career at Monterey. And then Lindsey Wright, too. I thought they probably didn't go to her enough in the fourth quarter. She's one of their leading scorers, had a lot of good touches, could finish around the rim. She's also going to be another player that we need to watch out for.
Those are the 2 leading scorers along with Adeline Klaus for the Wildcats. Klaus had 12 points, 7 points for Katie Hopkins, 1 for Allie Benjamin, 4 for Jordan Walker, and 2 for Sally Markham. On the other side for the Bobcats, I mentioned it, all 5 starters in double figures. Amonette had 10, Kiesling with 14, Lowe with 14, 16 for Shayla Wood, 10 for Callie Reeder, 1 point for Kaylee Tompkins, 3 points for Kylie Aaron, and Macy Threet had 1 point as well. The final score, 71-52. We're going to take another short break. When we come back, we'll take a short check of some of the games from around the area, and then we'll finish out this broadcast. But make sure you stay around. We will have coverage of the men's broadcast, the boys' broadcast, I should say, coming up this evening around 6:15, depending on when these 2 games get done. But keep it tuned in to UC Sports Nation for now. We're back in a moment, coming up after this.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here on the Union Bank post-game report, UC Sports Nation. We've got some games going on around the nation. Casey, we've got one updated score. What do you got?
Yeah, we got Cumberland on the girls' side, Jacob. We've got Cumberland County. They defeated Brentwood this afternoon, 51-42. Both teams now 2-2 on this young season. That's the only final that we've got so far.
So we've got some more games going on today, and we'll have some more updated scores when we come back for our second broadcast of the day. That one you can find on Twitter from the Pickett County Boys Basketball Twitter account. We will also tweet it out here on the UC Sports Nation Twitter account. It's on our YouTube channel. It'll just be the boys one as they get ready to take on Smith County later on this evening. That's going to do it for us for the first broadcast of the day, though. The Thanksgiving Classic. Final score 71-52. The Pickett County Lady Bobcats improve to 5-0 on the season. The Monterey Lady Wildcats fall to 2-5. Pickett County Lady Bobcats back in action on Tuesday here at Pickett County. That is going to be a fun one against Livingston, who is playing on later this evening, and we should have an updated score from their Thanksgiving championship as well coming up this evening. For Casey Bolden, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long. We'll talk to you guys later this evening.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.